Dear friends, this week we read a portion of Chukat. And in this portion we talk about the death of Miriam and Aaron, the brother and sister of Moshe. And as we know that though Moshe was the leader, all three played a very central important role for the Jewish people as we left Egypt and in the desert. And we are told that the Jews had three things constantly going on for them, miracles that happened in the desert, which were in the merit of these three great people. And the well of water, where do you get water in the desert? There was a miraculous well wherever they went. And that was in the merit of Miriam. And then we had as well the manna that fell from heaven, the food that sustained the Jews for close to 40 years in the desert. That came in the merit of Moshe Rabbeinu. And then we had the clouds of glory that surrounded the Jews to ensure both that they will be protected from the negative elements, the cold, the hot, the scorpions, that will smooth out the road for them, to help wash their clothes while they're on them, and many other miracles that they needed just to live, and as well to bring glory to the Jewish people. Whoever saw the clouds of glory surrounding the Jewish people saw how God's favoritism to look after the Jewish people and bring them into the land of Israel. And we are told that when Aaron and Miriam passed away, these elements that were in their merit ceased to be there for them. And Moses, in his merit, they came back. And I just want to point out for our thought why these three things specifically are connected to Moses, Aaron, and Miriam. And perhaps this is not just something that's for the desert, but what these things represent is something we need in our lives all the time. Water. Water sustains life. It's impossible to live without water. We are born into this world through water. A baby is in its mother's womb within water. Water allows everything to grow. Water makes and brings life. And so it is when we talk about Judaism. Just as God in the desert embraced us and took care of us as a parent does a child, God gave us the most basic necessity of what we need, that a Jew has to remember that they are a Jew, and we have to live and do things as a Jew does. Water, the basics of life. Manna is food. A person can go longer without food than without water. Food already is something that helps grow the person, helps the person move forward in their life, and as they develop their brain and to keep themselves healthy. This is what food is all about. Food is about taking the concepts and the ideas of Judaism and not just doing it, but also understanding and applying it to yourself in a more deeper level, building your character according to the Jewish way. But then there's a third element, and that is the element of the clouds of glory that surrounded us. This represents that it's not enough for what a Jew lives and does and thinks, but it's so important that we put ourselves in the right environment. We live in a place when we're surrounded by very different values and morals. It makes it very difficult to keep up our water and our food to sustain us in the right way. We have to also live in a clean and healthy and proper environment. And as a Jew, we have to live in an environment where we're surrounded by people, by institutions, by activities, by a community that lives by similar values and values these things that are just as important as we need. And this is the message to all of us. As we build our life, let's make sure we take care of what we need basically to remember our identity as a Jew. But also we have to remember why we're a Jew and to internalize the meaning of being Jewish. But more important, surround ourselves around people like-minded to be able to give us the strength, the courage, and the morale to be able to live fully even in the most difficult times and hardships as a Jew. And may God help all of you have an easy and good journey to living out your Judaism fully. And I want to say a Shabbat Shalom to all of you. We love you all. May God bless you. Candlelighting time in Montreal is 8:29 this Shabbat.